live. So we're going to start the stream now. Or the YouTube.
YouTube.
Hey everyone on YouTube. This is the second week of the second month of Monthly Mayhem Tournament in June. On the left we have Baron Nashor Serial featuring Pinab, Crit Magnet, Senior Pew Pew, Afraj, Part-Time Hero 1. And on the right we have Fight for Friends Force with Echo Nox, I Got Swags, Ishriel, Hayakos, and Ibel Heart. Right now we do have a Shen ban and a Morgana ban.
Not too surprised by either of those
are
bans.
Pretty standard.
I didn't see the ELO for really any of these players, but those are banned pretty well through most of the higher ELO until you get to like really high. Then it's not banned as much. I think Shen is still banned though because he's just so broken.
Yeah, he's really powerful,
But,
especially with that almost global ult that teleport in. Is amazing.
Shaco, not too surprised by that. That ban is pretty standard. Alistair ban though, and then a Vladimir ban. So I'm not sure if that's targeted based off of certain players or targeted based off of their strategies. Because Alistair's pretty strategy heavy. And Vladimir, I'd have to say that's a pretty targeted ban because most people don't straight out ban Vlad unless they know someone plays him.
Yeah.
And on a strategy level, he doesn't give the same that Alistair gives. You know, like there are a lot of champions that can do what Vlad does.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and we have a Jax ban. So I think we're seeing a lot of targeted bans here.
Yeah.
Alistair, Jax, and Vladimir. I mean, Shaco, nobody likes dealing with Shaco. Morgana, Shen, they're all pretty standard. But
they should just take Shaco out of the game. No one ever gets to play him.
Looks like we might see a Darius. I think Darius, he was locked in. Pinham locking in Darius.
Yeah, we've seen him in a couple matches before, and he's just been really strong.
Yeah, he's got the hemorrhage stacks and the damage, and then if you get a good player who can time the guillotine right as the killing blow, like he can get like 3 or 4 ults off.
Yep. And I believe we've also seen him as a jungle, and I was like, oh yeah, no, he's much better in lane. He's not a good. And he did good at jungle. So.
Yeah. That makes sense though. He's really tanky.
He has a decent clear time with that hemo. So
yeah, it looks like Echo Nox and I Got Swags might be showing Nautilus and Quirky, and it looks like those
2 very strong picks
have been locked in. Nautilus very good. Powerful.
Yeah, I'd say they're both, in a sense, on how they're going to gank, they're both relatively the same. Nautilus, a little more tanky. Darius, a little more damage. And Nautilus
they're not super fast clear times either, so like...
Well, I think Naut is a little slower, though.
Yeah, Naut's very slow.
But
it's not like an Udyr or Lee Sin clear time.
Yeah, right.
Or
a Mundo.
Mundo, yeah.
Yeah, but Corki, that's a really strong one. Tarek, I think that's a pretty good pick, especially since even if Corki Valkyrie's out, you can still stun him. So
yeah, that does.
The stun will hit when he lands. But
that's a really tanky support. A lot of supports are pretty squishy, and to have like Alistair,
especially with the magic resist that they gave him. I think it was him, Amumu, and a couple others that they gave them passive magic resist increases as they level, which is really good because that was his big problem. Was like, if his stun was down, you weren't afraid of him zoning you. You're just like, yeah, okay, he can do a little bit of damage, but whatever. He doesn't have a stun because he just used it or whatever.
Yeah.
When he does have a stun, though, his zoning is pretty good. But Janna pick, I think it's a pretty solid. There's a lot of mobility and a lot of safety on that side.
Yeah, I love Janna. Janna has such good control. And if you can get like that perfectly timed ult to push the team just the right way, it's so sad.
That's a lot of control there too, because they picked up Kennen also. So you're gonna have like the Nautilus. It's gonna be able to shut people down and really start and initiate a good fight. And then Kennen comes in, and then Janna comes in for some safety. And Corki has a lot of control, and he can like stay on the outside. And he's hard to pin down, so you can't like jump past the lines and jump past down lines to try to stick on Corki and kill him, because then Kennen will kill you, and Corki can get away. So.
And it looks like the final 2 are Renekton and Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia, very powerful champion. Just hard to counter. She's got that great ult.
Yeah, great middle.
The stream is black. That doesn't make any sense. It's on a delay. Sorry for the delay, guys. Let's investigate this. Oh, okay. Well, let's see if the stream is actually down. Go to LOL report. Click on this little tab because our little URL is way too long. I want to see. And it looks like... Okay, so this is up. So
a lot of mobility.
Oh, yeah, we're live. Okay, we're good. Sorry about that, guys. We still have a 3-minute delay, so we can talk about the final pick for Fight for Friend Force, and that is Kale.
Yeah.
Evelhart choosing Kale.
We did see Dyrus from TSM play Kale in MLG Anaheim that just passed by. And he played Kale top lane, so I have to see if they are going to go for something like that. Maybe it's someone who happened to see that. And it was really weird because Kale is good clear, good farm. But you'd think that she was like a little too squishy. But there were so many times where I'm like, wow, he's really far out. He's going to get ganked. And all of a sudden, he ults, and he's just perfectly fine. And I'm like, oh. But with Cass, so that'd be interesting to see who's actually going to take that middle. Because I think Cass versus Kennen, Cass is has a little better of a time.
Yeah.
Does a bit more damage and doesn't have to worry about a skill shot on that Q. Renekton on top versus Kale. If it is Kale, well, either way, Kale or Kennen, they're going to have a very comfortable lane, at least in the early game, because Renekton has to wait until he's a little beefier before he can start trading really effectively with them. But they can use their range, which would be really nice.
Looks like we have a pretty standard set of summoner spells, too. From what I can see, they're all actually the same. 2 ignites, an exhaust, and a heal. And then obviously smite for the jungles. I'm
a little, like, I don't know, Sivir was played for a while, and then she kind of disappeared, at least in the pro scene. She is still really solid, but I don't know if this was a good pick based off of Corki Janna, because there's just a lot of movement there, and you really you have to have a lot of setup to get a good boomerang blade off, and I think they just have a lot of safety, and they can disengage when she ults, they just disengage, run away. And then, okay, now we'll engage when we want to. So we'll have to see, if Corki and Jenna get a little too greedy and Tara gets off a really good stun and she can get a good boomerang blade off, she can trade. But I think if they play it safe, they can clear just as easily, and she might have a problem with that lane.
Yeah. They might save her for the late game, too, for team fights.
Yeah, no matter what, both of them scale well into the late game, so.
We'll have to see how that goes, and if we even make it to the late game. A lot of matches we've been seeing kind of peter out towards the beginning of the late game, or
some even solidly in the middle game.
Yeah, right.
Waiting for the 20 minutes for a surrender, because at least that was an
and the defeat happens before the surrender.
Yeah, right. Well, actually, I don't think we've seen that yet. One was 20 seconds off.
Yeah,
or something like that.
Yeah, it was 20 minutes.
We have not seen a full-on defeat before the 20-minute mark.
But I mean, that's really hard to do. You really have
to really crush and push for it.
And honestly, you take a lot of risks that way too. So you might as well just wait. All right, let's see what we have for the skin.
Yes, Deadly Kennen skin.
Oh,
that guy is my best friend because that is the Kennen skin I have. So.
And we have the Bandit Sivir. So that's it. Just
Bandit Sivir skin is really good too, though.
Yeah, it doesn't look too
Her
bad.
boomerang blade looks insanely awesome in that skin.
I like the red and black for the Deadly Kennen, though.
Yeah,
that's
I really like it. I would say there's the Doctor one and the Snow one or whatever.
Well, the Doctor one's funny.
Yeah, but no. Deadly Kennen all the way. That's all you ever need.
So, as far as normal game logic goes, both teams are equal.
Yeah, exactly.
So, this should be a good match.
Skin versus skin.
It looks like...
watch, we'll see something really troll, Corki go top and Kennen be AD.
That'd be interesting.
Well, Corki has healed, so...
Yeah,
I'd be surprised. It's still possible, though.
Yeah.
Trinity Force into, not an AP, but, Trinity Force into Hex Tech, really weird build or something for Corki. Well, Trinity Force isn't too weird, but I don't know if they'll go, Trinity Force, Hex Tech, Ginsu's or whatever. That'd be really strange, I think.
All right, so let's see what we're going to have for first purchases.
Boots 3 pots.
Boots 3 pots. Standard. Armor potions for Darius. Or armor 5. So that he can jungle well. But yeah, it looks like Boots 3 pots and the standard support build.
I was saying, I'm surprised Not can go Boots 3 pots. I've never jungled with him, but as far as, I know he's pretty tanky, but as far as I knew, his jungle was kind of slow, so I thought maybe he might need the armor just to
Yeah,
be
kind
able
of stay active.
to get a full clear.
Well, it looks like Tarek is just going with the Fairy Charm, and Renekton is picking up that armor, so it'll be interesting to see what he does with that. Oh, okay, Tarek is picking up the wards now. We do have some movement down in the lower bush here. Along the river, let's see if that's going to amount to anything. Looks like most of Baron Nashor Serial are just hanging out in the middle.
Yeah,
we do have the invade.
30 seconds until minions
No, that's
spawn.
only... Okay, Jana's just coming now. I was like, that's only 4 of them. Where's the other one? Oh, she warded red to see for a counter invade. Now, they are in middle, though. They're all in middle. So they're going to do a front side invade to their blue.
Yep, that's exactly what's going on. So we might just have a swap here.
Yeah, in a sense, but it's going to be swapping a red for a blue.
Yep. But, I mean, they can also come in and steal the other teams. We do have several pings looping around for Wolves. Do not see it there. Looping in to pick up Wraiths. We do have several backing off.
Yeah, it looks like they're just... Oh, they're searching. Where are they?
They must have invaded. Alright, Wraiths go down. Well,
I'll say their entire team's there, though, so it'd be interesting to see if Not gets caught out of position.
oh, yeah, he might.
Because they could come down and...
Part-time Heroes backing off.
Ooh, Kennen. Kennen might get caught.
Ooh. No, I think
he got hit,
Kennen's kind of hiding out here. Kennen's really fast, too, so... But... that he missed Smite. Okay,
Yeah.
there we go.
Darius is just coming in. Oh, he didn't even clear the thing. Jana's out of position. She's just safe, though.
Yeah, she's fine.
Nice. Nautilus
Looks like
gets away.
Pinab's coming in, checking Wraith, seeing, oh no, just one Wraith. Looks like Crypt Magnet is...
Yeah, I would say level 2 gank off that red buff.
Oh yeah, that's true. That might actually just happen because...
It might, I love that. That might actually just... But Darius knows that his red buff is already gone, so...
Alright, here comes Equinox. Equinox coming in for Crypt Magnet. Doing a lot of damage, but Crypt Magnet flashes out of there, but it's still really low. All it takes is just a hit. Ooh! And it looks like Equinox is picking up First Blood. Probably should have given that to... I got Swags, but you know what?
Yeah,
assist
the
and First
jungle's
Blood
still
is
getting a kill. Good,
yeah.
So.
It's not like...
it's not a problem.
Israel.
Uh-oh,
picked it up.
Jana.
Oh, Pinab coming in to help out.
Going for the
Hit by
ward.
Boomerang Bang. The shield is there.
so much
Flashes out of there.
Flash.
But here comes Senior
Swags.
Poo-Poo. Oh, the heal goes off.
Oh,
Oh,
nice axe.
Ah, that axe. Finishing up. So each jungle was able to pick up a kill. But Fight for Friend Force was able to get that First Blood gold. So
And I
would
would say
they came
Senior
out on
PP
top
has a
of
lot of
that.
health. Corky's going to have to go back, so... I think it's an even trade, because like you got the 400 on one side, but then you have 2 backs versus 1 back. So level wise, I think they're going to break pretty even. So
Yeah, it looks like Fight for Friend Force is a little bit ahead in gold. They're only about 3,000 gold ahead. Closer to 2,000 now, actually. Or 2,200. I gotta get my zeros right.
let's see how skilled we're not. Okay, he missed 2. Say how skilled he is at last hitting off this tower.
Yeah, it looks like Kale is able to really push there. Evelhart doing a good job.
We'll have to see if he builds against his lane too, and we'll have to see which way Kale builds, because she can build like attack speed with not going like all damage attack speed style, but just like straight up attack speed with a little bit of magic damage too. Or she can build like traditional AD attack speed with like Phantom Dancer kind of Infinity Edge build.
Well,
That's
I
at least what
don't
Darius
see any
did.
differences as far as items go. They haven't really changed all that much. But it looks like Part-Time Hero is going to be able to get that blue because they stole that other blue earlier.
I would say hopefully before Pinap does.
Yeah, he's just standing there.
She's like no, she has no mana.
There we go.
There we go.
So,
The S button. How wonderful it was when I first found that button.
well, if Hemorrhage's stack on the blue, that's probably why he wasn't attacking, because his attacks generate Hemorrhage, and if Hemorrhage ticks...
He didn't want to accidentally steal
Yeah.
it. That's also the bad thing. Like if you go with a jungle that builds a Wriggles, it can be frustrating because like you're getting it low and you want to get it like just a little bit to where all they have to do is come over and like hit it with one spell, and then your Wriggles procs and you kill it and you steal it and they get so mad. Like, I'm sorry, I can't control the proc. It does 500 damage. What am I gonna do?
Looks like Pinab is hanging out in the bush here, but Efraj isn't allowing Ebelhard to kind of come out here, kind of pushing the lane back, and that's not going to help Pinab out unless he's going to come up.
Yeah, I would say that was just a massive waste of time. How is Kale's mana though? About half. So.
Oh, mana wise.
Yeah, I'll say that's the big issue is like I think Kale will have better damage, better trading, but Renekton will have slightly better sustainability just because he doesn't have mana. So, if he health-wise, if he's fine, he can sit in the lane a lot longer than she can.
Well, there's also that the new item, which name is completely escaping me right now, that helps with a lot of AP and mana regeneration.
New item.
Yeah, they added it a patch or two ago.
The only new item I knew about was the Fiends item, which was I don't even know. I've never bought it. I've never even looked at its stats.
It might very well be that. I can't remember the name of it for the life of me right now. But you build it off the chalice.
Okay, it might be that. I've never built one, so I saw it once, and I was like, "What is that?" And it said like a Fiends something, and I was like, "A Fiends what?" I didn't know he had his own item.
Yeah, that might actually help out with Kale as far as mana regeneration and damage, because what it does is it makes going chalice like upgradable and more viable.
I doubt she'll go chalice though.
Yeah. Ooh, looks like we got a kill here, so let's back up. Looks like Part-Time Hero's really pushing here. Good setup.
I was gonna say I'm surprised that Cass just got killed.
Yeah,
by Cannon, but I didn't notice the jungle.
Oh,
wow, he did so much damage.
Yeah, Equinox just coming in for a hit. It was really all Hayako's.
Yeah, I was coming in. She got the full thing. Like his lightning rush hit, his everything hit because she wasn't behind minions or anything.
Really good timing.
Yeah,
just taking her out. That was awesome.
And then Equinox is there, like, just in case she.
Yeah, I'll pick up the assist, and I'll help out top. I think Fresh is gonna be able to get out of there. A lot of damage though. Oh, he does have the ult.
I would say Kale's kind of low on mana, but I think she still has her ultimate, so she could have ulted through the turret.
So right now we are seeing a definitive advantage towards Fight for Friend Force as they are closing in on a 1,000 gold lead. They do have a kill ahead. How are we doing for CS and items? I do see a few items now.
On this bottom lane, Silver's at 45 while Corky's at 26. So Corky trying to last hit off that tower, not doing so great. So that lane is going good for Baron Nashor's Serial, at least on that part of it. But they did have those trades, and item-wise, neither of them have gone back. Corky's gone back, but he hasn't gone back and purchased anything. In the middle lane, we have Cass is at 45 while Kennan's at 45, so dead even, but Kennan does have that kill, so he is a little bit ahead there, and he has also picked up his revolver, so he will be doing some spell damage with some spell vamp, which will be pretty nice. And she has picked up a blasting wand and a couple wards and stuff. And then on that top lane, it looks like we have Renekton at 30 with Kale at 56. Not too surprised there. Kale's about double, but Kale's range is really the big issue there. So Renekton's going to be falling behind for the majority of the early game and really has to focus on trying to get good ganks off and try to shut Kale down that way, or he's going to slowly lose that lane as the match progresses.
Alright, ping goes off. They did see him. Looks like we might, Double Heart kind of
trying to get a ward down there without getting
jumped on. Caught by Renekton. Looks like Ishriel and I Got Swags are really pushed to their tower. They've been pushed for a while.
This whole time.
Yeah, a lot of pushing from both sides, actually, as Ibelhart's been pushing top lane. Part-Time Hero's been pushing his lane pretty heavily. And this lane's been pushing as well. So we're seeing a lot of pushing. I'm guessing this is to try and get some sort of CS denial or... Ooh, looks like Afraj is running in, doing some damage to Ebelhart. But
yeah, Ebel just knows that he can chase, and if Afraj commits, and they're both really low, and then all of a sudden Ebel
he just set up the ult.
And it's like, oh wait, now you can't actually kill him.
Look at that damage.
Yeah, he's doing so much damage.
Blowing up Part-Time Hero. Part-Time Hero able to make it back to the tower, though, so he will be safe.
I would suggest Part-Time Hero will go Catalyst first, probably. Not sure what they're going to end up going. They did go Blasting Wand, which I'm a little surprised about. Normally you don't build straight into AP first. Especially since you have to fight against a lane that they have better farm than you. Kennan's farm, I wouldn't say is better than Cassiopeia's, but it's just the fact that since he doesn't have mana, you need more sustainability.
We have a really nice Wraith steal from Equinox just coming in right at the perfect time as Pinab's way up here taking down wolves. So it's a good steal. And it looks like we might see another steal, or at least a setup for Dragon. We do have several pings for Dragon.
Is that bush warded they're coming into? Yes.
Yes,
they'll see them there.
So they do see it.
We'll have to see if they decide to dive. Well, I don't know, because they'd have to come out, so.
Yeah, it looks like Afrash is pushing top. They know something's going on now because no one's in their lane except for I got Swag. So we do have several pings. They did ping Part-Time Hero, so they know.
I don't think Dragon is warded, though.
No, Dragon isn't warded. But they're not coming in to contest this, actually, at all. Crypt Magnet's coming in, drops the ward, sees it's gone, and it's too late. Uncontested Dragon, a good play by Fight
how's
for
that
Friend
top
Force.
tower, though?
Top tower's got a ways to go. So he'll have to work on that for a little while longer.
That was definitely worth it, then.
Yeah, it's only just around half health, a little more, so good job. Fight for Friend Force, kind of
So
like faking them out.
11 minutes when that one dropped, so
yep,
we'll see the next one in at 17.
Absolutely, and it looks like more pushing on the bottom lane. Just they've pretty much been trying to shoot off this tower for a while. Pinab coming in, but it's been warded, so Hyakos knows it's there. Let's see, any different items since Dragon dropped?
Well, it looks like we have a
not warded. That's good.
A Razor on Pinab, while Not has gone with the GP item.
Alright, looks like we do have a gank coming in. Ebelheart going down away from Pinab, dodging them. Might actually be able to get out of here. And you can just loop right back up in here. Yeah. That moves
just like ran away. I was like, you can't even catch me.
Oh, but we do have another fight down bottom, so we're going to check that out real quick. As I got Swags and Israel and Equinox are there. Ooh, the Riptide going in, knocking up Crypt Magnet. Crypt Magnet being pushed back by the Janna ult, and just taking too much damage. Goes down, taken out by I got Swags, the guy you want to give the kill to.
Yeah, very nice job. They layered all their skills really well to make sure they picked up that kill there.
And they focused down the support, which...
either one you can focus down.
I mean, as long as you're getting the money is what really matters. Right. And plus, she's a lot of...
I was just saying, Israel better be careful.
Yeah. Sivir does a lot of damage, and she can build pretty tankily. Tankily. I don't even know if that's a word.
Yeah, she can, but she normally doesn't. So.
Yeah. She's definitely not super squishy.
But, yeah, so they're definitely pushing their advantage.
Yeah. Not really much to talk about. Just kind of standard play right now. They are up. Fight for Friend Force is up by over 2,000 gold now. They're up by 2 kills, 1 to 3, in their favor. No towers have gone down. Looks like Kale's engaging with Renekton, doing a lot of damage, but Ebelheart does have that ultimate and used it very well. Ebelheart picking up the kill, taking down Afraj.
Yeah, we'll have to see how Renekton's built to... Well, what he's building... Okay, he's building armor, which is good. He built...
We have another fight here. Wow, Hyakos is just dominating in this middle lane against Cassiopeia.
Yeah, I figured Cass would be doing good, but...
Just coming right in, got the dash. Oh, missed ult. He was right behind her there. And counters her ultimate with his and takes her out really quickly.
Yeah, that was a really, really lucky lightning rush, because if that ult had caught, I don't know if that would have gone that way.
No, I don't think it would have. I think Hyakos would have been taken out. I think he was probably facing Part-Time Hero too, so he might have been frozen completely.
Well, yeah, you can't really tell in the lightning rush. It's a little hard. But he did just pick up his Sword Boots for that and his Swoda, so definitely going to be even doing better in that lane. Now, she has gone Catalyst, and she had blasted one earlier, so we should see a Rod out of her pretty soon. On the bottom lane, though, we have Double Dorans, Vamp Scepter, and Berserks, but Corki has gone. He also has an HP crystal and an attack damage. I'm not sure why he bought that. Oh, he's going Phage. Okay, Phage. He's building Phage first for Trinity Force. I'm guessing that. Well, he has 1 kill and assist, so yeah, it's probably. I'm saying, where's he getting the money? Because he's actually behind in CS by close to 35 now.
He has 652.
Yeah,
he's got
saying,
1 kill,
how
1
much
assist,
is she?
and a
how
dragon.
Much is Silver? Or yeah, dragon. That's true. I would say how
And
much is
First Blood,
Silver
so.
sitting on? Because Silver's probably waiting to buy.
Let's see, Silver's sitting on 1,575.
Yeah, okay. Waiting to buy a BF sword, so that should happen pretty soon. She has to get to 1650, I believe. And then I'd say Nautilus is already still pretty tanky. He already has a whole bunch of items to build himself up. You know, he has a mana crystal, he has his heart of gold, he has his philo stone, he already has some armor. And Cass has been shut down like this entire time, so he doesn't even really need to build a lot of magic resist yet. He will probably build Merc Treads though. So.
Ooh, so close!
Nice
picks it up.
Is he gonna die?
Oh, so close! Really good read by Hayakos. Just
it looks like every time he gets the kill, he trades to like just so little health, but gets away.
Equinox being caught by Part-Time Hero as he backs off. He was able. It looks like he was able to pick up a Wraith or two.
Yeah, that's only like 10 gold. Though.
But I don't know.
He didn't pick up the blue Wraith, which was 75. So, but yeah, Evelhard just destroying that top lane. And Renekton has built armor and stuff, but it's just not like he built Ninja Tabby, and then he went. I don't know why he went.
Flash is in, coming in, taking a few turret shots, backing off though. But he did draw out the ultimate from Renekton.
Yeah, and he didn't ult himself. I don't even know if his ult is up yet, actually.
Well, let's find out.
Yeah, right there. It is.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can see.
So he could have ulted through the turret, but I guess he just wanted to be super safe, especially since he didn't see middle lane. So middle lane could have come up because he would have had to go through the turret, kill Renekton, and then come out the back end and be at their blues. So they could have come up and gotten a kill off of Evelhard there. So.
We do have several pings for Dragon. Dragon has popped. There's no wards here. There's a ward right here though.
I think that's actually out of position though. Check the clock.
Yeah, they see it. They definitely see it. So they know what's happening, but they're all kind of really out of position and aren't going to be able to do anything about it. They pick up that Dragon
and dropped really quick.
Looks like Part-Time Hero's going after that tower, but is going to have to back off. They do know. Well, they might not know, actually, that Dragon was finished so quickly. Just because that ward is gone. And back to the jungle.
Super solid play. They're getting all the dragons.
They're collecting all the objectives.
At least they're controlling their objectives.
Yeah.
And they're trying to. They are doing some stuff on the bottom side for red. I haven't seen them steal blue yet, but
no, I don't think they're worried about it though. Yeah. I mean, they keep getting kills off of Part-Time Hero, so they're technically kind of
stealing the blue keep stealing buffs just by killing people,
right? So they don't even have to control.
Don't even need to go to your jungle to steal your buffs. I'll just kill you instead.
Yeah, it looks like Hayakos is pushing. Equinox is there to try and get a gank.
Ulti, there it goes.
Yeah. Kaboom! Knocked it in there. Pulled back, doing a lot of damage. The ultimate goes off. Equinox taking a lot of the turret shots, but he's so tanky he can do that. Evelhard picking up the kill. Yeah. Awesome. Very clean. Equinox getting a little low, but yeah. Evelhard's doing wow. Oh, the ultimate goes off. Cannon catching Pinab off guard.
Oh! He did flashed out of the ult. Nice. He did take some damage, but he was turned around, so he didn't get
frozen. So he flashing out of there. Wow. Great play by Hayakos. Just coming in, picking up the kill.
Showing how Cannon's supposed to be played.
Alright, we're doing some damage to this turret here, although Evelhard isn't going to be focusing on it.
Yeah,
might be trying to check out objectives here.
He's owning his lane so hard, he's like, why even push it? No matter what, I'm guaranteed to win my lane. So.
Part-Time Hero is coming in. He is able to steal the big wolf, though.
He stole all of them.
Yes, he did.
Very nice.
Alright, we have some things going on the bottom here. Senior Pew Pew and Crypt Magnet, pretty even with I Got Swags and Ishville right now as far as laning goes, but looks like they're beginning to push.
We got Chain Vest and a Giant's Belt on Kennen, so he has a bunch of health and some armor and stuff now too. So.
Yeah, and he's doing a lot of damage anyway.
I was say, he has Mortar and Sork boots, and he's like destroying people. And the only person that's built any kind of resist is Darius, and Darius is he's 1-2, so he's not really even a threat. And he's only built Merc Treads. That's it. You know, and he has Wriggles, which is good for armor, but he's tried to, every time he's tried to gank, it's been mostly middle lane. So
yeah. Now, this will be interesting though because this is a best of 3, so we might see Baron Nashor Serial come back with something to kind of counter this, or just a new strategy.
Yeah,
that
could be.
throw...
They could definitely get a feel for.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what we're doing. I think we're going to see some more targeted bans. Probably Kennen. Maybe Cal. Maybe.
Yeah,
she's doing really well.
She's doing really well, but she's doing really well just because of the pick.
Yeah.
Like if it was, there's a lot of people that could probably do well against Kale. Renekton just happens to not be one of them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Which is hard because Renekton's really good, but there are just so many top lanes that counter Renekton. Because he's a good bruiser, but I don't know. I just think there are people that trade more effectively.
I've rarely seen a top Renekton do really, really well, like against most other tops. Like it's been a rare thing for me to see. It's usually, misses the ult, but they are able to kill Ishriel. By missing the ult, I mean he hit the ult.
In here, but unfortunately, Corky's already taken a ton of damage.
Yeah, Corky's taking a ton of damage. Equinox able to drive them back though, so leaving it down to just one kill.
Cannon.
But Hayaku's is coming here. Might be able to take out Crit Magnet. Playing a little safely.
Part-time hero is here, so.
Yeah, it is a 2-on-4.
I don't know. Cannon's pretty strong.
Yeah, right? It's
okay.
Ooh, Afraj is really low. Coming in here.
Oh, why?
Nice. Able to pick up the kill.
Stun. Did she not have her ult?
No, I think her ult is on... No, it's not on cooldown. Wait. Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was just on 45 more seconds for that. So, good dive. Like, that was a really...
I was like, why is he doing that? No!
And
then I was like, oh, okay, she didn't have her ultimate and he stunned her before.
Yep. That's very good.
Yeah.
So, a good comeback from Baron Nashor Serial. They are still 5 kills down, 6k down, so...
Yeah.
Fight for Front Force is doing very well still. But we are seeing some kills going in favor of Baron Nashor Serial, which is really good for them at least.
Yep.
And for the match, because that means it might be a longer match, and we like that.
They really have to start contesting Dragon. Or
yeah, because Fight for Front Force have had that uncontested the entire time. Like they just walk in.
Like they're getting kills, but I don't know if they're getting the right kills. Like they've killed Janna. They killed Janna. They killed Kale once. That was the right kill, at least. Yeah. Right. Like Renekton getting that kill really, really helped him in his lane because that shut down a killing spree, and that also showed that he can trade.
Yep.
So he is.
Yeah, that was just that was really bold. It was right under the turret, and he's just like, I got enough health to do this. I can get it, and that takes knowing your champion.
It shows that he's doing enough damage too, to where the trade is pretty good. But he still has to be careful. Like he has to bait out an ult from Kale, and then finish trading. Which it can be kind of hard. So
yeah,
because you have to have Kale in a sense overcommit in lane wise, and then go for a trade, and then a chase, and then bait out an ult, and then be aggressive when you know that her ultimate is down.
How are you looking for items, by the way?
Item-wise, we still haven't seen... Oh, as Kale just goes on to that cast and might kill her. No, okay.
Kale backing off, distracting the rest of the team as they pick up Dragon uncontested again.
Cass hasn't picked up her rod yet, which is surprising. Corky's halfway done with his Trinity Force.
Ooh, part-time hero knocked into the air, but makes it back to the turret. Equinox disengaging to try and chase off Pinab, which is exactly what happened. And the first turret goes down in favor of Baron Nashor Serial. They take down that top turret, which, to be honest, Ebelheart has been kind of leaving open for a while, just kind of...
Yeah, I was going to say, you can say, Renekton was doing good, and I think that's a good choice by Renekton because, they're both trading pretty effectively in the lane, but Kale's wandering.
Yeah.
And that's what he needs to do. Is he needs to have that. This gives him a much safer lane.
Ooh. See what happened there.
And again, Kennen, just killing everyone.
Yeah, and look at Part-Time Hero is
It's like,
blue.
what?
Kennen's
You
like,
have
you know
less
what?
than
I
full
feel like a
health?
blue right now. Pinap's right there, too. Flashes in, does the ultimate.
Another ulti dodge, too. And then Pinap's like, oh, sorry. Okay, I can't actually reach you.
Wow, Hayako's just being so good. And just really good at dodging Cassiopeia. Why am I saying Cassiopeia?
Yeah, I was just saying, I don't know if it's Kennen's really good at dodging her ult, or if she just keeps messing her ult.
Well, I think she aims it correctly. It's just Kennen's either backing off just in time, or going through her with that dash.
Maybe caught out. Does his all? I don't know.
Renekton is really tanky, but
yeah, no. I was saying neither.
Oh, knocked in the air.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
That's just mean.
Yeah, good teamwork from Equinox and Evelheart.
His lane is just he's doing the best he can. But
yeah. Well, he's just being picked on a lot too, because Equinox has come up several times now.
Well, yeah, it's not surprising. I was to say he started to get to the point where he could trade with Gale, but it's like he can't get away from that. He literally has to run away and let his tower die.
Yeah.
And to sacrifice his tower for life, which you could say is good, but at the same time that means everyone on their team gets 150 gold for free.
Yeah.
And then he has the problem where unless Kale pushes, he's put in a bad position, and then he has to wander around the map and try to help people. And I don't know if he wants to be in that position yet, item-wise.
Yeah. I mean, he's got Wriggles.
He has Wriggles, and he has the Brutalizer. But
he's got Ninja Tabby. He's got a couple.
He has his damage items out, and he has some armor and stuff that'll be good against his lane. But like if he goes up against Ken, he's just going to get melted. He doesn't have his survivability yet.
Yeah, that's very true. And like he's had to use his ultimate quite a bit.
Yeah, and he's almost always used it defensively.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was one time where I used it offensively for a trade.
Yeah, that's when he dashed in over by the turret.
Yep.
Looks like Pinap checking out Baron, as it is that probably around that time. Let's see. Fight for Friend Force is starting to creep up on that 10,000 gold lead. They are about 8,000
We're going to call that the snowball number.
Yeah, that's like the magic snowball number. Once you get to 10,000, it's just really, really hard to get back. And, like, it's not impossible, but, like, you can, if you're betting at that very point, you would, the ult finally hits!
But it only hit one person, and then Equinox comes in right afterwards.
Hayako's just getting out right in time, taking out Afrash, coming in, taking down, getting a triple kill. Oh, wait, Janet comes in and steals a triple kill. And Kale picking up the other kill. All that's left is poor Senior Pew Pew. All by his lonesome.
He's been doing really good, though. I think he has way more farm than Corki does. He has 209 compared to Corki's 180. So Corki has caught up a bit, but he has been consistently ahead this entire time.
It looks like the middle turret goes down, and I think we're past 10,000, so we're at that magic snowball number, where this just becomes a really, really difficult game for Serial.
Very nice. Perfect shield right when it landed.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Slow me. Thank you. I'll take the free.
Oh, wow. Not only taking the middle turret, but the outer middle turret, but also the inner middle turret. And all of the outer turrets almost instantaneously go down. 1, 2, and 3 right here. Top one was taken down a little bit earlier. But it's 3 to 14. They have 10,000 gold ahead. They are past the 10K mark. So they're just really snowballing now. And look at this. Equinox is taking one of their objectives, taking that blue for himself.
He already had blue, too, on his side.
I don't think they really care.
I think he got it from killing someone.
That's very true,
maybe,
too. But, yeah. Looks like Fight for Friend Force is in a very strong position right now as we enter into 30 minutes of gameplay. Or just a minute behind 30 minutes.
Yeah, so they've been really clean. They've gotten all the dragons. They've been on time for almost every buff. I've never seen the red or blue buff up because they've always just taken it as soon as it comes up.
Yeah. I know you're always seeing someone with a buff. Like, Hayako's here has a buff. Part-Time Hero had buffs. So, like, they did a good job trying to control their buffs for now, but it's just they couldn't hold on to them because they kept dying.
I was to say, like, they were getting their buffs, but they were keeping their buffs.
And they are caught.
So they may have Dragon Timer down.
We do have several pings for Dragon. Baron basically all of Baron Nashor's hero have been caught by this little ward here.
Yeah, so Hayako's knows where everyone is. And it's just like,
Hayako's coming in, stealing that Wraith, and might be able to get out of there, but taking a lot of damage. Ultimate's out, but it... Oh my god, he's still alive.
Yes!
Oh, he's got the Hourglass. Oh, picks up the kill, taking out Afraj. Backing out of there is safe, but Part-Time Hero is able to take down, I got Swags, Ebelheart able to take down Pinab, and it looks like Sivir coming in and cleaning up, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure where Equinox
starting to shine. Yeah, Equinox hardly any damage. Ishriel staying back as she should.
That was a really great Hourglass. Unfortunately, he turned back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is the part where Senior Pew Pew's increased CS is really going to shine.
Yeah.
She just came in and cleaned up. And they got their second turret. And they're closing that 10k lead. Might be able to take on this last
that turned into a good trade. And they're going to get a dragon out of this.
Yeah, that's really good.
Unless Equinox comes in and goes for a steal.
He might. He does have that smite.
Is it? Yeah, smite is that too.
Yep. Yes, it is.
He could go for the steal, which will give them all 150 gold, but he's almost guaranteed to die for it, though.
Yeah, I don't think he can.
No.
Coming in, lines. Not.
I think he just.
Totally
he totally just got it.
We need to look at
his smite was down too.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, slow it down so we can see.
Yeah. Well, once I see the dredge line, comes in, smite. Oh my god, he
totally
got it! Oh my god! And gets out of there.
Wow.
Pro play back Equinox. Wow.
And then starts chasing down Crit Man.
Oh, taking a lot of damage, but he can just tank it all. Wow, Equinox just...
I was like, he's not going to get it, or if he does, he's going to die. And it's like, nope.
No, I'm just going to come in, take it, get out of there.
Right.
Wow, that was incredible. That was so good. And the rest of the team is up, and it looks like they're pushing in for Baron, so we might see a Baron go down now. Or at least a...
Yeah, they checked for wards. Oh, no, they're just going to decide to do it.
Yeah, they're just doing it now. Well, Equinox does have that Oracle, so they were able to check for wards. And, all of Baron Nashor's serial is just out of position.
So.
Yeah.
Very solid, and he's coming in. And
yeah, by the time they get here...
The response is just happening now.
Yeah, it's going to be close. They might be able to engage a little bit. But this Baron buff goes down, and it is too late. We have the ultimate from Hayakos coming in, doing a lot of damage.
Position, though.
Yeah, he is. He does Hourglass, but he's taking a lot of damage. Janet comes in, saves him.
From Kale. Alt Hayakos, very solid.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Part-Time Hero out of position.
Well, we had the stacked alts. Janet ulted to push everyone away, and then we had the Kale ult. That was incredible. So Hayakos still fighting, too. Still coming in to fight. Crit Magnet looks like...
Yeah, he has a nice amount of lifesteal, so...
Yeah, coming in, doing a lot of damage. I don't think Crit Magnet's going to make it. Equinox is right there, but Hayakos just does too much damage anyway. And here we go. Towards the inner turret. Wow. Just destroying that inner turret. There it goes.
Unfortunately, she fanged when he wasn't poisoned, so her fang's on a 3-second cooldown. He still gets a shuriken max distance.
And the super minions are coming down that middle lane, and we do have some pings over for the bottom lane, so it looks like we might see them switch down to the bottom lane.
I would say they got one kill off of that Baron.
Yeah.
Which I would have to say, Baron Nashor's hero did a really good job separating after that. They did great damage control. But, they're just, I don't know. It's really, I don't think they can win now.
No. They're closing in on 20,000 gold.
Yeah.
It's 52 to 35, 6 to 19, 6 towers to 2.
I would say
Fight for Friend Force is just crushing.
The only way they could do it is if they went for the super win steal, where they get a really solid ace and then just rush up and try to kill all the towers.
The thing is, I think they would need one more tower. If they could get this tower or this tower down, they might
I would say it's hard to do that when you only... Well, no, because... Senior Pew has a lot of CS.
Sivir is known for eating towers alive.
Yeah, and he has gone with a Bloodthirster into a Fantagency, so we'll have to see what he's going to go. But he already does have a lot of attack speed, so... and he hasn't died recently, so I think his Bloodthirster...
He hasn't died at all.
Yeah, okay, so his Bloodthirster is fully maxed out.
Yeah.
So if Senior Pew Pew gets a really great fight and aces the team, I think they might be able to pull off a steal.
Yeah.
It'd be rare. It's you know, you're asking for almost a miracle there, but
it's not impossible. We've seen it before. You know, I've been in games where we've pulled that stuff before. So
I did
or it was pulled on us.
I did that yesterday. So.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not impossible.
Well, actually, I didn't do it. I died, but I was on the team that did that yesterday.
Ooh, Hayako's coming in, ulting, doing a ton of damage, setting up the hourglass, waiting for his team to come in. That's such a great initiate. Holy crap. Yeah. That's really good. Pinab taking a lot of damage, taken down by I Got Swag.
Pew Pew hit with the ult on Nocturne. Or no, not Nocturne, sorry.
That's what he's like, Nocturne?
Yeah, Nocturne, not even in this game.
Nocturne showing in for no reason. Right. It looks like Kale got a double kill. Followed by Hayako's getting a double kill as well.
Name. It was Nautilus.
Ooh, Afresh taking a lot of damage, and we have the ace, and that's game.
Yeah. So, game 1.
Yeah, really solidly won by Fight for Friend Force, as they just dominated. They just absolutely dominated. Really good match. Really fun to watch. I'm sure they probably already set up the team or the game. So let's see
let's
where
see
we
if we
are
have any
with
messages.
that.
So many people are like, "Where are you?"
When are we starting second game? Now. Sorry. Are we still first pick? No! You are second pick. Echo makes. Alright, so we'll be right back. I'm just going to put on a little screen to advertise this a little bit. Yeah, if you like us,
go to our stuff.
Alright, print screen. And then if you like us, go to our stuff. I don't know why I'm bringing up Internet Explorer. I mean to bring up Paint, and it's right on my taskbar, so I can just go there.
Can just go there is what he says.
Kaboom. Crop this way. Right, we'll have this, and then we cut that. New. Don't save.
That way they can give the winning team their fat loots.
Yeah, they haven't given it for the first week yet, but we do have some time, and they set up to like 4 weeks, so.
Yeah.
You have, and screenshots for Riot. So this is Fight for Friend Force versus Baron Nashor Serial 1, or Match 1. Yay, saved. Alright, so we'll exit out of that. Let's see if Echo Knock. Oh, I gotta go home before I can invite. Invite, please. That's what I like about the best of 3 too. Is if we get 2 teams to show up, we're guaranteed at least 2 matches, which is awesome.
A solid 2 hours of monthly Mayhem action.
Yes, finally. But I mean, all 4 of these teams showed up, and have been pretty good about showing up. Fight for Friend Force is new, but Rage Quitter Anonymous was here last time. North African Sex was here last time, so we should have a full day of casting.
Fight for Friend Force new, but bringing the pain.
Yeah, they're doing very well. It looks like Equinox is creating the custom game, so we should be going fairly quickly. For those of you who are interested in what's going on in the tournament, today we have the top half of the bracket, as you see. Fight for Friend Force versus Baron Nashor Serial, and then we have Rage Quitters Anonymous versus North African Sex. Saturday at 5 p.m. we have Complex Society versus Godlike Tier, and Senior Assistant Squad versus Original Tony. Again, we haven't seen a lot of those teams play because we had a lot of no-shows this time, which is very unfortunate for us because we like to watch good matches. Alright, so I'm going to give them Baron Nashor Serial's names, and we should be going fairly quickly. Part-time hero. Senor Pew Pew. Oh, wait. I'm going to stop the recording on YouTube, so stay tuned very quickly because we'll have the next matchup shortly. Or, well, it'll already be up by the time you see it.